What is going on today, guys? This is Angry Tacos, and this will be the first of many more videos to come on this YouTube channel. What you can expect from me is unadulterated content that feels akin to OG 2005 YouTube, the YouTube that we all fell in love with when we were younger. Enough of that, let's get to the video. Today, I'll be showing you all how to play 3DS games using the Citra emulator on your Mac or Windows PC. You can also play the Citra emulator on Android via the Play Store application Citra. This also works, the frame rate isn't as great as you would get on a Mac or Windows because the Snapdragon processors varying in price range can not perform as well as it would on even a entry-level Mac or Windows laptop, PC, etc. On my phone personally, it's pretty shit. It's like 10-15 frames per second. So let's get started. There'll be 4 things you need to do on the Mac version in order to get Citra. Windows is practically the same process. There will only be one thing that you don't need to do, which I'll be showing you right now, which is giving the permission to install Citra and other third-party applications off the web. So you will just click right here on the Apple icon, System Preferences, Security and Privacy, so General tab, and click the lock icon. You either use your Touch ID or password, so do that. Let me do it one more time. And I already did this earlier, so default it is App Stores. You want to click App Store and Identified Developers, lock it, good to go. Now we'll get Citra. Go to your browser, search up Citra. First link, there it is. Download. Same thing for Windows, it'll be the exact same, so other platforms if you wanted. And I forgot to say, this is the same thing for Linux too, same thing. I mean, maybe there are some of you out there who use Linux. I know a lot of the time some of my friends in college like to use Linux as a proof of concept for coding and such. So now we'll click download for Mac. DMG file downloads pretty fast, and I will exit out of that. Double click the DMG. This should also be pretty fast. All this will be very fast except for downloading the ROMs. Even with me with my fiber internet, it can sometimes be a pain in the ass, but that's what we have to deal with. So click the setup wizard, and this pop-up would be different if you didn't do what we did earlier and allowed the identified developers that aren't on the App Store to be installed. So open, continue. You want to go with the nightly build. You can also get the canary build if you want to. If you don't do it now, after we finish installing this, you will get a maintenance tool which allows you to always look for updates and add the canary build if you want to, or add the nightly build if you go with the canary. So continue, and you can read the license if you want. I know it's a lot of fun, so accept the license, continue, and should have said this earlier, but it goes without saying that you need at least 2 gigabytes if you want to play one game of average 700 to 1.5 gigabyte size. The emulator itself is not that big, so install. And we are done with this. There's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of nonsense, so continue. Done. Exit. From this point, you can delete the DMG file. You don't need that. Empty the trash can, and you can eject this. Now you will go to Finder, Applications, and there it is, Citra. It'll be under the nightly package or canary package if you went with that. You don't want to click on the executable. A lot of people will not know what to do from there, but hey, just go with the actual application, Citra, click on that, and boom, there it is, Citra. So there are a couple things I'd like to show you before we go on to get the ROMs. So under the Preferences tab, under System, so it's really cool about Citra that, I mean, a lot of other 3DS emulators that are out there that already, without this option being there, are not as great, is that you can play new 3DS games pretty much, if you want to say it, out the box. Whereas, you know, a game like Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which is also coming out this Friday on Switch, very hyped for that, you cannot play that on the original 3DS. So here, enable it, boom. And it's also really cool how version variants, since this 3DS is region locked, US games, US 3DS, Japanese games, Japanese 3DS, European, etc. Here, you know, you get your whatever ROM that you own obviously, no piracy, that you own, go in here, click on whatever region is, customize it, boom. And you can change the CPU clock speed. I think I'll just keep it at the standard because, I use this laptop for coding in school and I don't want to, F it up. For the most part, it doesn't get F'd up. It's a very great emulator. So controls, I have this already customized to my DualShock 4. It will be defaulted with a keyboard. And yeah, so whatever you want. SN30 Pro is also a great controller for this. So exit out there. Put that to the side. Now I'll show you how to get ROMs. This goes without saying, the ROMs, you should own the games that you download the ROMs for. I mean, you can go through the process of extracting the CIA file and decrypting it, but that's a lot of time, and time is of the essence. So we will go to Zipper2, which is a site with all kinds of ROMs. So right here, 3DS ROMs, there's the CIA files. I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead, have fun. So right here, and oh wow, look at that. Really tempting, huh? Look at all these games. Hey, no piracy, guys. So Bravely Default is a game that, looking forward to the second one. I mean, we had Bravely second, but that wasn't really what a lot of fans were interested in, So there you are, the CIA files, the Japanese CIA. Let's look for right there. This is what you want to get right here. And some games of larger size, like Bravely Default, will be split into two parts. So, part 1, part 2, it's 1,000 megabytes, roughly around there. So part 1, it's the same thing for part 2, no difference at all. Since I've been using this website a lot today, got to go through this bullshit. As many of you know, oh wow, fire hydrants. That really looks like one. Skip it, and now this is the page you should be at if you weren't messing around like I was. So make sure to have uBlock, AdBlock, whatever, otherwise this would be a pain in the ass. So this will load like 5 seconds and the download link should pop there. So that you guys don't have to wait through the whole downloading. I already have the RAR file downloaded to show you guys, so we can, for me you just click download, so we can go to that. So here, downloads, and these are both parts. And open with Unarchiver, and if you're on Windows, WinRAR, it's free, unlimited trial, everyone knows that, go for it. So, and on Android, there is personally I use just this app, it's called RAR, that's very easy. I'm pretty sure ES File Explorer, I don't know if a lot of people still use that. That used to be very used earlier in the root environment, whatever you want to call it. But that also has its own integrated extractor. So the files are being extracted. I mean, this does not take that long, extracting the files and everything. Like right now, it's been 8 minutes. We've basically done everything the way you're going to do it from watching the video. So it's not a long process, really easy. Lots of fun, I mean, hey, this quarantine is making a lot of things that you normally take for granted and putting a different perspective, So there it is. Zipper2 really likes to do this, where they throw in this little Safari URL, or Chrome URL or whatever. So get info. There it is, 3.51 gigabytes. Let me pull that out right here, put it on the desktop. Close that, and now let's go to Citra. And all you have to do is pull in the game and it will play from there. So 60 frames per second, let's see. Alright, and if this does not start running now, I will cut back to when it actually does play so I can show you guys some gameplay. So I'll give it 5 more seconds. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through the kinks and everything, and then I'll be back, guys. So alright everyone, we are back. I figured out what the issue was. It was just some kink with the Citra. I just refreshed it, turned it on and off, and it should work now. So I went back to before I dragged the 3DS file into Citra. So we'll do it again. So boom. And if I'm not mistaken, there you go. We are in Bravely Default. So I have my DualShock 4 hooked up. Let me turn down the volume on this so it doesn't blast through ears. And boom, it's 50 FPS, not that bad. So new game. It's a really fun game, guys. If you still have a 3DS and you want a meaty JRPG to play, if you're on summer break, if you still have, still not back at work, it's a fun game. Let's do hard. Do you want to autosave? Yes. Do you want to create save data using the following? Yeah, whatever. Sure. And I'll go through like the first 3 to 4 minutes of this to show you guys some active gameplay. I am on a MacBook Pro 2013, or not 2013, 2016 with Touch Bar.
Hello.
So
I see fire in those eyes.
How the hell did you skip
How do
the...
I put it?
There you go. Boom. Sometimes, cutscenes can get very annoying when you're just trying to show people some in-game footage. Alright. We should get in the hub world now. I'll skip that too. Alright, come on, man. Alright, I think we're in the game now. We should be. Yeah, there you go. So, 30 FPS is where it's looking like it's sitting at. I think 60 FPS on menus and everything else. 30 for a JRPG like this is not
Finally
bad at
awake,
all.
are you? You've been out a full week.
Wow.
I serve as captain of the Caldislan Guard. Tis.
Alright, let me skip this too. I just want to show you guys a turn-based battle. Oh, look at that. So, in the hub world, we get like 30 FPS. Alright, let's go inspect. Potion obtained. Wow, nice. Menu, so... Boom. 60 FPS in menus, it looks like. This is pretty simple, and I think you can see, yeah, the frame rate drops when you get back into the hub world. All stuff that's relatively known quantities for Emulator, so let's take a look at this. Jump! Alright, I don't think I'll spend too much time in here. Okay, so let me dip out of here. Exit. Alright, let's skip this too. How long did it take to get to the first battle? I'm not... And okay, now we're in the bigger hub world, and as you can see, it definitely does drop in performance, but that makes sense. There's, NPCs walking around now. A larger environment to render. So 25 FPS like that. Yeah, it's getting choppy. But it depends on your CPU. I mean, in this is 2016, so I guess it's older hardware now, but it's still playable, I'd say. And you can see whatever game that you personally have owned or, piracy. On the Citra website, they have a compatibility list. So that, includes a lot of Pokemon games, and most of them they're not the best compatibility-wise, but, I mean... Yeah, this is slowing down, but let's see. I might just cut it here if it keeps chopping up like that, or I think we will call it there, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and are able to play your 3DS games on your Mac, Windows, or Android phone. And, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. If you guys have any suggestions on how you want the videos to be, if you think any suggestions, any constructive criticism, any, mean criticism, I'm here for that. This is my first video. I want to know how I can make things better, make it a better viewing experience. So please let me know suggestions for other videos. I mean, I'm thinking next video I might make like a news and rumors for next-gen games, Xbox Series S, Series X, PlayStation 5. Maybe for that PlayStation event coming up, make a little, reaction video, something like that. So, thank you guys. Keep it amazing, and hope you all have a nice one.